Oh yes, adventure, I said. And, you know, become known for something, I said. I don't want to become known as a bloody rebel. Oh, the Stormcloaks better not approach me when I get back. There's better staying elsewhere. What happens in elsewhere better staying elsewhere, you two. We're not getting involved in fighting the Thalmor back in Skyrim or anywhere else. Well, Driven is safe, but he wishes to remain here and turn the island into a stronghold. He didn't look like he needed any of our help to begin with. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Good news. I'll send over his apprentices to help him out. Duran is a great strategic asset. I'll let you know when he has need of us. Let's get back.
Great. Look, can we talk about where we go next? Because I don't think going back to the 10-mile forest is the best idea. I think me and my companions need to get back to Skyrim. Because it doesn't seem that we are going to meet the person I'm here to find to get a relic from for safekeeping. It seems like that's just gone completely... Well, it's not even part of the plan anymore, it seems. You've just kind of hijacked us for muscle.
Ah, yes. Home sweet home.
We need to figure out how he's controlling this bloody airship.
Sorry. Terribly sorry.
No, I'm the one who's sorry for bringing us here. Oh, excuse me, Skullcat. Oh, now what? We just wait around until Kulan gets word from... How long's that gonna take? Oh, some fiber and what? Double distilled skooma. I mean, it feels like I can display that in the museum, but I don't think I should. Right, we're going to empty the bottle. And then we'll put it on display. We are not actually displaying drugs. We're taking a bottle of firebrand wine for our own reserves. That's quite valuable. So... Oh, this rock needs to go. Ow. Stub my toe. Off it goes. Well, gentlemen, I suppose we make ourselves comfortable.
The name else?
Any word on how the new encampment's coming along?
Duran has sent word. The rebuild is complete and he welcomes us to inspect the stronghold. Do you wish to do so now?
No, I can't say I do. I completely sympathise with your plight. That the Thalmor, they've come and they've occupied your homeland, and you want to fight and resist them, but it's not our fight. You know, even Inigo doesn't want to be here. And he's from elsewhere. We just want to be about our business and go, why do we need to see the sea base? If we go see your nice new sea base, will you tell us where we can find this Rakis, or give us ownership of this airship that you say is ours, but you're not really leaving? You're acting like it's your airship. It's either your airship or it's our airship. It can't be both. I'm not doing a timeshare sort of deal. It's not going to be ours on weekdays and yours on the weekend, or vice versa. It's either one or the other. So we'll go to the sea base, and then please tell me where I can find Rakis, because I'd rather walk home than do this back and forth, burying all over elsewhere. God knows how many days have passed now since we fought that Justicia. Oh, just look. If you want me, I'll be on deck. Just trying to relax. Oh well. Clearly they've been hard at work, at the very least.
Joe Rand's doing a marvellous job here. This base will be quite the asset to the Khajiit Rebellion.
Yeah, well, you'd hope so after all the trouble we've been through. Look, I'm looking for a Rakis. And I'm taking your health potion.
What a beautiful island this is. I could quite happily retire here one day.
Lucian, you're more than welcome to. But don't come crying to me when you're writing letters about, oh, the midges are eating me alive. Hello? I'm looking for a Rakis.
Yes?
Rakis!
The sea elves used to rule these waters.
No,
Nowadays, they're more the domain of pirates.
no,
Yes?
not important right now. You're Rakis. You're him.
Rakis is pleased you are here.
Oh, I'm pleased to find. I believe you sent us a letter, sir. I am Arcadius, relic hunter for the Dragonborn Gallery. You've been in touch with my dear friend Dorian, whom I miss terribly. He must be asleep in his nice warm bed right about now, but I'm going on a tangent. You contacted us regarding keeping an artifact safe.
Oh, you are from the museum in Skyrim, no?
Yes.
Wonderful. Rakis is glad you have made it here safely. And he is sorry for the troubles in bringing you here. But as you have plainly seen, Elsewhere has great troubles. During the First Dominion, Elsewhere was a protectorate of the Almiri Dominion. A reluctant ally, if you will. And now that the Dominion has risen once more, it seeks to bring Elsewhere under its thumb once again. There are those of us who would not have this. So Rakis happens upon this relic a number of years ago, brings it into his safekeeping. But word spread swiftly on the warm winds of Elsewhere, and now the Thalmor seek to obtain it. Every piece of power they get their hands on brings them that much closer to dominating all of Tamriel, and so Rakis gives to you the staff of Indaris, so that you may safekeep it, and keep it from the clutches of the Thalmor. And may the blessings of the Clan Mothers be with you. After what you have achieved here, the Thalmor are sure to take more notice of you.
Oh,
And you do not
lovely.
want that. Take care, my friend.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh, we can't put that on display in a museum now. How are we supposed to put an artifact wanted by the
Rakis is pleased you
Thalmor?
are here.
I thought it was just in danger of being discovered because the Thalmor were hunting you or something, and they weren't actually after this
Good to see you,
item
friend.
specific. Oh. Right, we're gonna have to make a replica of this staff because we can't put the original on display. Because if one of them just wanders in, we can't really just turf them out and say no. And the Staff of Indaris strikes the target with a bolt of natural energy, damaging health and magicka, may also stagger the target. And let's look at this Thoracium Plague Sword as well. Right. That is an interesting looking staff. It's like a living branch. Those leaves on it do seem... well, they do seem very alive. I do not like the sword, though. It really is unnatural to hold. Yeah. I do much prefer the old reliable Cyrus' saber, but we've got it, gentlemen. We've got what we came here for. At long last, after many arduous and dangerous adventures, and having to summon our brave companion Inigo at a moment's notice, we can return home.
Rakis is pleased you are here.
I'm pleased to be leaving, I must admit. I'm not even going to mince my words. It's been a bit of a nightmare coming here. Hi then. I suppose you're Joran, aren't you? Right, we'll say goodbye to you, I guess. How's the rebuild going?
Really well, as the eye of Dovahkiin can see. It is a good place for hideout. If the Dovahkiin wish to bring its home here, people of the Main would be pleased.
That's all well and good. I still don't really know why they call me Dovahkiin and not you Dovahkiin. I thought it was because we were Imperials, but now I'm not so sure. How do we get home then?
I think we've done everything we can to help the Khajiit here and elsewhere. Perhaps it's time we head back to Skyrim.
You said
We're
it.
certainly needed there.
Well, I don't know about needed, but certainly I want to go back. I am very much looking forward to flying back over Cyrodiil and into Skyrim. We might have to take sort of a roundabout path to avoid the eyes of the Thalmor. And we're going to have to think about what we're going to do with an airship once we get back to Skyrim. But so long as we don't have to walk through the jungle yet again, I'll be happy. Where's Skullcat gone? Skull Cat? Has he just left already? Oh wait, is this where we're going to part ways then, Kulan? Or are you going to be our permanent companion from now on? I want to go back to Skyrim. How would one go about that? Do I talk to you about that, or do I need to talk to somebody else about that? Right, before we leave, let's have a look, because he's not going to give us any information. He's a little bit useless. Let's look around and make sure we're not missing the actual way home. Because if they're just saying, oh, yes, this is your airship now, for traversing exclusively within elsewhere, I'm not going to be happy. Surprised to see a dog among Khajiit. For some reason, I didn't think a dog would get along with as many Khajiit in such close proximity. Do we need to go back to the 10-Mar Forest first? Is that where we're needed before we can set course all the way back? Well, I suppose we're on the south coast right now, so we need to go to the 10-Mar Forest, because that's going to be north of here, I would assume. Yeah, let's check in with Kulan then. Right, Kulan, I'm lost, I'm confused, and I need you to point the way home. If not, better yet, take me home. Let's go back to the 10-Mar Forest.
Ah, yes. Home, sweet home.
For you, not for me. Oh. Kulan? Oh, you're over there. So... how... do you suppose we get back? Oh, Skullcat. I thought you were gone. I'm gonna leave you be. So, how do we get back? Do we... oh, we don't need to find the original 2 Khajiit we came down with, do we? Because that would be a little bit of a nightmare. Yura?
The Fama are happy with your progress. You grow stronger every time they see you.
It's been a bit of a nightmare. And you do sound very, very happy and clappy. I'm traveling back to Skyrim as soon as I can.
Oh, you are so brave. If I could only come with you, I'd make a great dragon slayer.
No, I told you before, they're only myths. There's no dragons in Skyrim. They're just myths and, in some cases, rumours. Excuse me, Pamar. Thank you. You've been very hospitable, but I need to go. Back to Skyrim. Oh, back to Skyrim at last. Oh, I'm so stiff after being in that carriage. So much for having our own airship, am I right? We end up having to trail back through the bloody jungle, crawling around, pushing this bloody cart all the way. Oh, Brucer. Our beloved Brucer. Oh, I missed you. I will never take you for granted again. Brucer? No? Are you in a mood with me? Because I left you out here for quite a while. It's been a couple of weeks now. It's been far too long. Look, I promise you, tomorrow morning, we're going to head straight back to Solitude. No messing around. We're going to get a caravan. A carriage, rather. Because... although we've just spent the last couple of weeks pushing and riding one around, I don't really fancy all the walking. I just want to get back as soon as we can, no messing. Right. Don't start this again. I've just had that for the last 100 or so miles. Oh, Skyrim. I really can't emphasize enough how lovely it is to be back here again. Not have to worry about giant, hideous spiders, hyenas. No, just bandits and wolves. We can do bandits and wolves. And the occasional spider in a cave. Oh, it looks like they've done a lot of work to the bridges while I've been away. Have they replaced them entirely with wooden bridges? Maybe they wanted a stone for something. Either way. Yeah, we won't be going abroad again for a long time yet. I've had my fill of foreign soil. I think I'm just going to stay in Skyrim for a bit. At least we're going to go no further than Cyrodiil. I mean, we know Cyrodiil. That's home turf for Lucian and I. I suppose you could say elsewhere was home turf for Inigo, but really, none of us cared for it. Oh. Hello? Do you have something for me?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Yeah?
Let's
You know I've got a
see.
letterbox.
There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers.
New
Looks
museum?
like that's it. Got to go.
What? No, hang. You... Right, we're not having this. We're not having a rival museum. We weren't gone that long. Silas Vesius presents the Museum of the Mythic Dawn, a history of the cult that toppled the Septim Dynasty. I somehow don't think we're going to need to worry about this cult, because the Imperials are going to crack down on this as soon as they find out about it. Inside of his very own home, in the great capital of the Pale, Dawnstar, free and open to all citizens of Skyrim. Well... Okay, I'm less worried, all of a sudden. It's some lunatic, some cultist, setting up a museum in his own home. However, I am curious what he's got. Maybe we could go over there and... Yeah, I mean, we've got a copy of the Mythic... We've got a copy of the Mythic Dawn Commentaries, Volume 1. If he's got the other volumes, we could, I don't know, confiscate the entire set? Like, inform the Imperial authorities that we have it and say, look, we're keeping it under lock and key for historical purposes. And we'll see if they'll let that slide. Yeah. I don't think Lucy can hear us over here, but no, we're not talking about you, Lucian. We're just planning. Right. Well, here's a carriage. We are not hanging around. You, sir.
Need a ride?
Yes, we do. We'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
We are going home. Nope, sorry, you don't know where home is. We're going to Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Yep, right away. Come on, gentlemen. Time to put our feet up again on a nice, peaceful carriage ride where we don't need to get out and
Wait
push.
there forever.
No, what's so... all right, bossy. Oh, home, sweet home. I know this is a very steep hill, and every time we get to the end of our journey, we're tired, we're exhausted, we've got to climb all the way up here. Somehow I find that little bit of extra strength, that, you know, that last wind, that last push to get me up this hill every time without fail. Oh, it's good to be back. Oh, I hope everything's okay at the museum. I mean, last time... Well, one time we left for 5 minutes, came back, and the place was now haunted. Oh, and the snow. Oh, we have not seen snow in far too long. At least falling snow.
Can't catch me.
Oh.
Father says that she can play with
Yeah, we came back and there was a ghost haunting the museum. I don't want that this time. I just want to get in there, say hello to Orion, present the staff, you know, have the heroes welcome, maybe have a little bit of a party. You know, a big dinner at Royal Soul tonight. You know, crack out the firebrand wine. Just really just have a little bit of a celebration, a little bit of a homecoming. I think we deserve that much, don't we? Any mail? Well, I suppose Orion's been picking up the mail. He'll let us know if anything important's happened while we've been away. Donations box. Only 295 septims. I kind of expected there to be more. Orion? Orion, where are you? Hello, Avram. Have you seen the boss? The other boss, because I'm also your boss. Orion? Where the hell is our curator? Library? I mean, I didn't expect, you know, the big old, you know, heroes welcome at the door, roll out the red carpets. Oh, there he is. But, you know, he wasn't going to know where we were, but I didn't expect to have to search for him. Orion, we're back!
Do you have a question?
I've dealt with the ghost haunting the museum?
Ah, yes, that was a bit of unsettling business now, wasn't it? I kept being awakened by strange voices in the museum and found that the pages of my books by my bed would be turning on their own, and decided to call the aid of the priests of Archery. I took refuge at the Blue Palace in the meantime.
You did?
Thank you for looking into it. Also, I'm to understand that you paid out of pocket for the statue out front, which appeased the spirit.
Oh, I did.
I'll reimburse you for that.
Oh! Oh, from your share of the donations! All of a sudden, I'm carrying far too much. Do you not care that I've got the staff of Imladris on my back?
Pride and
No? What if I whack it off?
joy. It was the first extent.
Orion? Sorry, you're in the middle of a tour. Sorry, you carry on. Well, I suppose there's still work to do even though we're back. Right. Oh, God, I'm over encumbered now. Let's go back to the back office. You know what, let's go down here. It'll be quicker for us to get to the back office this way. We're going to unload our packs, put everything ready to get displayed by Orion, and we're going to go put our feet up. 27 new displays for a total of 374. We have done well, gentlemen, and I just want to emphasize how well we've done in our journey through elsewhere. Orion, are you waiting to speak to us? Because I was just going to highlight the fact that we've come back with 5 sets of elven armor, 8 sets of light elven armor, and all the accompanying boots and gauntlets and helmets. We got into a lot of trouble with the Thalmor. And there's also, I just want to quickly demonstrate. I'll demonstrate for you too, Orion. I don't know if you're waiting to speak to me or not. We did forget about the phantasmal chest that we found. Now, let's summon it. Right. There was a lot in here. Yeah, there's various minerals and cards. Some ancient coins. I don't know where we'd get a Merethic gold dragon mark again. Or a Patema copper piece. They're not in circulation anymore. And there's just fragments. There's various valuables in here. And it's still in here. Nobody has accessed this chest apart from us. A red diamond? That's a curious looking little gem. Ring of Faith, and the Septims, gentlemen, the Septims. We need the money for the gallery and ourselves. I'm going to say we're going to take all of this. And then we're not going to use this chest again, because if we can take stuff out of it, my question is, who put stuff into it? Because there wasn't really any rhyme or reason for that chest to be in the cave we found it in. We're taking it all. Right. As I say, if we put stuff into this chest, there's no guarantee when we open it again and summon it again, that stuff will still be in here. We don't know how, or who, also knows how to summon this phantasmal box. You see my logic? It's just not reliable or trustworthy. I kind of feel like we've stolen. Simply taking stuff out of it, right, Orion?
We're back. Wonderful.
Nope.
I trust things fare well. I found an odd weapon from a Dunmer trader.
Okay.
It turned out to be something rather impressive.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here, have a look, and place it on display if you like.
I will. You didn't welcome me back when we spoke about the ghost just now. That was like a month ago, Orion. No? Oh, he's an odd fellow. Right, let's put all this other stuff on display. And let's go check out some exhibits. Oh, wow. Orion, you've outdone yourself with this one. Look at that. We got the perfect exhibit for the armor we picked up. There's a model of the airship in... Orion, whoever you hire to do the modeling, we are not paying them enough. Actually, no. I know how you spend your money. We're probably paying them too much. Either way, they do excellent work. Yeah, that's fantastic. And these leaves, they feel lifelike almost. That's well done. Well done, us. Gentlemen, mission accomplished. Oh, so many accomplishments we're getting under our belt. I'm happy we did this. I'm probably saying it with rose-tinted glasses, because at the time it was pretty hellish and I hated every single moment of it. But when word gets out that we went to elsewhere, we got the fabled Staff of Imladris, which is where exactly? Where did we put that? It wasn't by the exhibit. Ah, there it is. It's in the main hall. Okay. I'm happy with that. It's like nice, central, on display. People are going to notice it. But once the word gets out, we're going to be known as actual relic hunters and not bandit slayers.
I found a place to settle down. I'm good at settling. I have a special talent for it.
You say that. I think you're just thinking about settling because we've just been on a long and arduous journey. And you're not really in a rush to go out again. But we're not going out again anytime soon. Well, I say anytime soon. Not in a rush, anyway. We'll put our feet up. We'll have a lazy day tomorrow. And we'll see what the day brings. I just want to see the Elven exit. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have really fleshed this one out. We don't have an Elven shield, though. I might be able to craft one at this point. Got a set of Elven light armor, Elven gilded armor. That's really exploded, considering it was pretty barren and we were crafting some of these things. And you've decided to keep using an Elven sword, haven't you, Lucian? I might have to see if I can improve that for you before we next head out. What else? Oh yeah, we got some ebony pieces too, didn't we? I mean, it's looking pretty barren still. But adding a shield and the helmet to the display really starts to bring it together a little bit, especially the shield. You can really tell what it's, what it's supposed to represent. Or rather, what it actually is, not represent.
I am here for you.
And I'm just wondering, Inigo, should I be paying you? I know that Lucian's really here for academic purposes, and he just said to me before, he's not bothered about getting paid. He's happy just to come along for the experiences and, to protect him. He thinks I'm a much better warrior than I am. But do you want some gold? We've got 20,000 gold on that adventure. I feel like I'm not, giving you your share of it.
You are generous, but I have a little of my own tucked away. I do not need yours.
Tucked away? I mean, I know we open our bags a lot and we share stuff between us. I just don't know where you keep it.
The same place I keep my bread and writing materials. I will look after any money you want me to carry, but I will not spend it. I would rather pay my own way.
I mean, you are paying your own way. I mean, even if we're sharing the gold that we're finding, that is still paying your own way. I rely on you so much in fighting. It's almost unfair on you. Are you sure you don't feel like shortchanged at all? How much gold do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
A little. I do not need much. I was wondering, though, while we are adventuring together, would you mind if I did some looting of my own?
Oh, no, not at all.
Nothing big, but perhaps if I see a gem stuck in a crack in the ground or a few gold pieces you have missed, I could keep what I find. What you say?
Of course, yeah. Whatever you find is yours. I've got absolutely no problem with that. If I miss those, gold pennies, it's probably... Well, it is fair game.
Thank you. Now the possibility of a future exists. Maybe I should start planning for it.
You definitely
Anyway,
should.
Did you want to talk about something else?
No, nothing else. I was just saying that you can, wait here, you can relax. We're not going anywhere anytime soon.
I will be here.
Take your feet off. The weight off your feet. Our card collection's growing now, too. We've got duplicates of some. I think there was a guy in Windhelm, that collected fate cards. Maybe we could go over there and do some trading. But first things first. The Treasury. It's looking more than a little bit depressing. Is this chandelier on? It was on. That's very difficult to tell. It's very barren. We had to clear it out when we had the statue. It's literally empty right now. Time to fill it right back up. We're going to put 20,000 exactly in. Yeah. Oh, now that's better. Having a big old pile of septums in the corner and a big old chest full of them and gold bars, that's so much better. It feels like we've got funds again. It is a large room, and it does kind of demonstrate the scale of the challenge of being able to actually fill it. Especially at the rate we spend it. Alright, let's get this shut. Tucked away. I am wondering, what did we do with Ongar's hammer? Because we do need to go see him again. And get the Daedric artifact he's carrying. I completely forgot about it in all the confusion. What? There it is. That's coming with us. One thing that became apparent while we were away is that I had forgotten to make any Dwemer autocannons. What do we need to make them? We need a whole bunch of things. We need cogs, Dwemer plates, gyros, struts, dwarven metal ingots. I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked about that one. I expected that one, but the rest is finicky. I don't think we have any of that. I think if we had any of that, we might have turned it into Dwemer ingots already. Right, let's have a look. Where would they even be? I reckon they'd be in ingot storage. There's the Dwemer ingots. We've got a couple of gyros. That's it. Oh, we are pretty far away then from being able to make any of that. No, there's nothing else we can make for the moment. We've got to sell that elven gear on display. We're going to have to sell the rest. We might just have to put it in that sell chest that Orion gave to us. I don't think we're going to be able to pawn it off in any of the stores. Nobody will have enough money, and I don't want to leg it all over Skyrim. Right, let's reflect, because we've learnt quite a bit out on the road. Let's go for health. We've got 3 perks to use. Let's have a look here. We can improve our Dwarven autocannons, but we've not field tested the autocannon to begin with. So that's going to have to wait. We could go for Merrick smithing again, which we do want to do, because eventually we're going to want to be able to make hard steel and orcish. And then onwards to glass, ebony, Daedric, and seemingly Dragonbone. I don't know where we'll get Dragonbones because, well, the only Dragonbones we've really seen are hanging above the Jarl's Longhouse in Whiterun. As the Advanced Workshop, you may choose to upgrade 1 grindstone or workbench to an advanced version. It improves items 1 tier higher. That would be useful. That would be rather useful. 50% chance to retain any materials you spend. We can afford it if we spec'd into it. Don't know how useful that is right now, but it would become useful with rarer materials. When you draw a weapon, it's automatically sharpened, gaining an extra 25% attack damage. That would also be useful. Maybe I can do that for Inigo and Lucian as well, if I can sort of tweak the sheaths of their weapons. You may choose an item type. Items of the chosen type can be improved 20% better. An Iron Law. Specialize in an armor type. Your attacks ignore 15% of the armor rating of enemies wearing the chosen type. And then you take 10% less damage from weapons of the chosen type. Okay. And what's this up here? Fuel of the Inferno. When activating an advanced grindstone, you may choose to sacrifice a dragon soul. Do not know where I'm going to get that, or Dragonborn blood. God, there's a lot of perks seemingly based on the existence of dragons, and I've not seen anything to support that yet. Right, let's have a think. Light armor. I mean, initiative would be good. Regenerate your stamina for a little bit during combat when you first enter it. You move faster. We can afford that. That would be a good couple of perks to get. If wearing all light armor, jump in combat to cause all incoming attacks and spells to miss. And here, unhindered. Light armor weighs nothing and doesn't slow you down when worn. I think we know what we're going to be spending our perks on, actually. Let's go for unhindered. If I can get to it. We're going to go for initiative. And we're going to look at Lightning Strike. Your critical attacks deal 75% more damage for 10 seconds after entering combat while wearing all light armor. That would be very useful as well. Oh, it's faster in combat. Okay, maybe we won't get that just yet then. When you get struck by an unblocked attack or hostile spell, an adrenaline rush regenerates stamina if wearing all light armor. Right, I think that's okay for now then in light armor. We do have another perk to play with. I think we should be getting speech mastery. Sell items for more. Intimidation attempts are 4 times as likely to succeed. Selling items for more would be very useful. We always do need the money. It just seems a universally useful perk to have. So we're taking that. Right, gentlemen, it's been a privilege to travel with you. It's been lovely to catch up with Shirley, but I am going to bed. In the morning, I'm thinking what we'll do then is, let's see the map. There is a museum opening in Dawnstar, so we hear. We should head there and check that out. No matter, like, museum seems a very generous term to use when describing something within one's own home. Especially in Dawnstar, it's just going to be a one-room hut, surely. We do also then need to ride down towards Windhelm for the inn on the road. Nightgate Inn? Nightgale Inn? Because we need to get that Daedric hammer. I think that's a nice way to ease us back in to how things are around Skyrim. We can just go for a nice ride, stretch our legs, you know, just enjoy the peace and quiet, have a bit of lunch on the road or something. And, well, depending on how quickly we travel, we might be back in time for dinner. Or maybe we, you know, we could even just stop the night at the inn and then come back straight the next day. You know, well, let's do that. Well, tomorrow, we're going to Dawnstar, we're going to the inn, we'll spend the night at the inn, and we'll just see what comes our way the day after.